Welcome to ShopSabre Minutes. I'm Brandon Mabardo. Today, we're talking about tool touch-off and how ShopSabre makes it simpler, faster, and more accurate. Before we dive into tool offsets though, let's start at the very beginning, homing your machine. Every day, when you first power on your machine, the first thing you'll do is press the home button. The spindle will rise until it hits the Z sensor, and after that, the X and Y axes are going to do the same. Now the machine is at its home position, also known as home zero. This makes sure your machine is ready and calibrated for the day. But here's the thing, the home position places that spindle all the way at the top, nowhere near the actual working surface, and since each tool length varies, we need to know exactly how far each tool's tip is from the material surface. That's where tool offset comes in. At ShopSabre, we've made this part easy using our tool measurement switch system. Here's how it works. You start with a router bit, a collet, and a collet nut. The first thing you're going to do is snap the collet into the nut, and then you install the tool into the collet. From there, you mount the entire assembly into the spindle. The same process exists whether you're going to be using a manual spindle or an automatic tool changer. Now here's the key. Every time anyone installs a tool, there's a variable unique to each time you handle a tool. That's why the next step matters. Once the tool is installed, we run a tool height touch-off. The machine moves over the dedicated tool switch, lowers the tool until it trips the sensor, and then it repeats this a few times to get the most accurate result. That Z position becomes the tool offset. If you've got an auto tool changer, you'll repeat this process for every tool in the tool changer on initial setup, and the machine's tool library then stores the data. If you're running manually, you're just going to do this each time you manually swap tools out. In both cases, this process makes the tool change quicker and ensures improved accuracy every time. Now on larger tools like MDF door tooling or spoilboard cutters, you'll want to manually touch those off. And specifically, you're going to be using a feeler gauge or a 1-2-3 block. But for most jobs, the automatic tool measure is fast, consistent, and accurate enough for the desired needs. Another advantage to auto tool measure technology is that should you break a bit in the middle of a job, like we've all done a time or two, it's not going to be a problem. You simply replace that broken tool, retouch it off, and you're back in business. No need to re-zero your Z height or restart your project from scratch. So now that we understand tool offset, let's talk about Z0. Think of Z0 as your starting point. It could be the spoil board, a fixture you're using, or the top of your material. Ultimately, it's going to depend on your project and your needs. For example, cabinet cutting is usually going to be touched off the spoil board. That way, even if the sheet thickness varies from sheet to sheet, your dados and your through cuts are consistent. It also ensures the tool cuts a few thousandths into the spoil board so you know every part is fully cut out. Now, sometimes you'll choose to touch off the top of your material. This can be common for projects where depth from surface is critical, like engraving. But keep in mind, if material thickness changes from humidity or heat, you'll have to reset your Z0 each time. And don't forget, your spoil board can change thickness over time as well. If accuracy matters, resurface it regularly, which ensures the ultimate in accuracy. Now, there are two ways to set up a Z0. Option one is to manually touch off. To perform a manual touch off, you simply jog the tool down until it touches your material surface and then hit the button labeled Z0. It's that simple. Now for best accuracy when manually touching off your tools, consider using that feeler gauge or 1-2-3 block. Your second option would be the ShopSabre Material Height Touchpad. To do this, you simply plug the touchpad in using the quick connector, place the electronic pad on the surface of the material, whether that's your surface or your spoil board, and then hit the Auto Z. The machine lowers until it touches, and then it records the value. Just make sure that pad is secure, because if it shifts, your zero will be off. Remember, for the ultimate precision, manual touch-off is recommended. But for speed, the auto material height is a great time saver. With Auto Tool Changer, your process gets even easier. This is because the tool changer has the ability to store individual tool data, meaning you have multiple tools predetermined and ready to go. To get started, you simply load a tool, press tool height, and repeat this for each tool. Then jog any one of those tools to your zero surface and repeat the manual touch-off or material height touchpad process, and you're done. The machine will then know the Z0 for each tool in your tool changer, independently to one another, with no need to set zero for each tool. Once again, if you break a tool, simply swap that broken tool out, retool height that one position, and keep going. Now, if you have to resurface your spoil board, again, you don't lose your tool measurement. You simply re-zero your material zero with any one tool that was previously tool measured, and the system does the math to adjust all the others automatically for your new zero. Another benefit to the machine knowing this much information is that there's even a built-in safety feature. Since the controller knows the tool length, it also knows how deep the tool can safely travel. From the factory, we set that limit to the tabletop, so you've got a level of protection from cutting too deep or crashing into your tabletop. The tool touch-off system is simple, it's accurate, and it saves you time while reducing errors. That's ShopSabre technology at work. Thanks for watching this ShopSabre Minute. I'm Brandon Bardo, and I'll see you in the next video.